Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily knit this super stretchy sock pattern. This is in a rib pattern, which means you always knit alternating knit and purl stitches, and it goes really quickly and easily. What I particularly like about this pattern is its compactness and flexibility. What you need for that is a set of double pointed needles in size 2.7 and matching yarn. I used the cotton winter color yarn from Starkwolle for the sock, and for my sock, as you can see here, I needed about size 38, 39, 54 grams per sock. That means that 100 grams of tuber is just enough to knit the socks for the intestines. The socks are also quite simple. Since this yarn is a bit thicker, I only cast on 12 stitches for the arm socks. It is always important for the pattern that you have an even number of stitches. I now always cast on 12 stitches per needle, because later in the pattern I will have 6 knit stitches and 6 purl stitches. I always use both needles for the cast on, then it becomes a bit looser, and as I said, I'm casting on 4 times 12 stitches now. The cast-on stitch is for the beginners among you. Take your yarn, lay it over your thumb in such a way that it forms a cross, insert your needle here, go to your index finger, go from top to bottom, grab the yarn and pull it through that loop again. You've already hit upon a scheme. I'll show it again here, make a cross, then insert it here at the thumb from top to bottom to the index finger, and pull this thread from the index finger through the thumb loop. Exactly. It's taking too long until you cast on 4 times 12 stitches in my case. I'll quickly write the other sizes here for you, so you can take notes if you want. Once you have cast on the required number of stitches, we will meet again. So, it should look something like this now. Now you pull out a needle, making sure that the stitches at the top don't slip down, and we start with the ribbing. I'll quickly show you how to finish it. I knitted a cuff that means it's a bit longer here, specifically with the double ribbing. I'll show you how it works in a moment. You take a needle and always alternate between 2 knit stitches and 2 purl stitches. The right stitch goes like this. You insert the needle from behind into the stitch, grab the yarn and pull it through the stitch. Now you knit 2 left stitches, yarn in front of the needle, 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 yarn in front of the stitch. Now again, 2 rights. 2 knit stitches, 2 sew long until on the new needle. Onto these 12 stitches. So your work should now look like this. We are now taking the next needle because we are dividing it onto our knitting needles. If you're not sure whether they are knit or purl stitches, I'll show you here. This balm always tells you that it's a left knit stitch. And when it is somewhat elongated like here, we are dealing with a right knit stitch. That means, since there are 2 purl stitches here, we simply continue knitting with 2 knit stitches. Right. Now you continue until you have divided your stitches onto the 4th needle. So now we have the next needle. So now you have basically divided your stitches onto the double pointed needles and can just continue knitting. A little tip from me, I always do it this way, that I now start with the 4th. Knit the first 2 stitches of the first needle as they appear, which means 2 knit stitches. Then you've connected it nicely. Now you just knit our double rib round after round. Always be careful not to get too far from the end of the needle. Just knit evenly in front of you. Using double-pointed needles is actually a bit unusual at first, but then it goes really well. And I simply find it the most beautiful method to knit. Since I'm making a cuff, I will now knit a slightly longer cuff, about 6 centimeters. You can knit yours as high as you want. When you're ready, I'll show you how to proceed with the shaft. Until then, of course, have fun as always. So, when you're done with the cuff, your work should look something like this. Beautifully elastic. We will now start with the shaft, which is quite simple. You always knit, as I said, you need to have an even number on the needle. Always knit 6 stitches on the right and then 6 stitches on the left. Be careful here, I always lift them over quickly. In the first round, right at the beginning, you move 2 stitches from the first needle to the fourth. You need to move them back over now so that they are back on the needle. That means those are already our 2 rights. Now we will knit 4 more knit stitches. 2, 3, 4, and then 4 6 left stitches. Then again 6 knit stitches and 6 purl stitches. Always in transition. That really makes it, which is why this pattern is so simple along the entire shaft. Now it's basically our basic pattern. 2, 4, 5, 6, and then 6 left stitches. I knit my shaft to about 13 centimeters. That means you measure from the end of your bundle. So here. Up along the shaft for 13 centimeter turn, and then I'll show you what the finished shaft looks like. Until then, have fun. After the 13 centimeter, your shaft should look something like this. As mentioned, very elastic with this 6-rib design. I will show you how to continue knitting the heel in my next video. I'll link that for you again. Until then, have fun knitting.